Hi guys, welcome, I'm SimUK, this is Farming Simulator. No, it's not. It's Farm Manager 2018. I have been thinking about playing Farm Simulator. I've actually bought a bunch of copies, one for my wife, I really want to get her into it, and one for my daughter. I've got a fantastic plan in my mind's eye. One day all three of us playing the game. My daughter will probably be riding the horses, so with the wife most likely. But, you know, when we got stuff to do, I'm hoping they'll all chip in and help out on the farm. Who knows? I think it would be great if they did. And if they do, I'll share it with you guys. But it's been a plan of mine for quite some time now. Let's, always Michael. Always the wrong guy. There we go. So, in this episode, we're going to be hitting winter. So I'm going to go 3 times speed. And see if we can't get through the winter a little bit quicker than usual. This grass is... Well, it says the weather is too low. But it also says 3 days left before it needs harvesting. This stuff, I don't think it's going to happen. What? Okay, slow things down. One of my animals has escaped from the building. Find it. What have we lost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've lost a cow. There's a cow walking free. There it is. We had 2 minutes and 46 seconds to find that cow. How did that happen then? What's the cow shed? It doesn't look damaged. How did the cow get out? Somebody must have left the gate open. That's all I can think of. I've just had a thought here. We're not going to get any sunflowers, are we? They're going to be dead. Yeah, they're not looking too healthy. Okay, well. Farming, boys and girls. Farming, farming, farming. So what we do need is definitely to have this set up and ready to go with a new cultivator, a new, possibly a second tractor. And I think that could really, really benefit us for next year if we have that all in place ready for the beginning of the season. There's only 4,788 in the bank. Needs for harvesting. This doesn't take too long anymore, which is great. Get Leanne on the case. We've almost successfully educated ourselves. Almost. Delightful. Crop quality is dropping. Can you see it? Pretty quickly as well. It's good that we've got mechanical machines coming here, because otherwise I don't think we'd have any crop out of this at all. That is dropping really fast. And irrigation is so expensive. It's like 10,000 per field, per warehouse. Per anything. 4 days, 18 days, 1 day. Breed 3 cows. I think I can do that. I think someone at the door. Bear with me. Okay, a million things later, and here we are. So this is a completely destroyed crop. As is that. Okay, this needs doing. Oh, totally distracted. And I bet 4 days and 1 day. Yeah. Whoops. Still, this shouldn't take too long. It was pretty quick last time. The only downside of this is they've got to walk all the way over to the warehouse, whereas it used to be immediate. It's going to take a little bit longer than before. Is there anyone who can harvest? No. Everybody's doing this. Okay. Not the end of the world. You can see how quickly they're going to get through it. Probably 2 runs each, something like that. There we go. Arlo's already back for his second load. Either that or he's the last one. Last one to arrive. Not entirely sure. That should be that done. Fantastic. I think that is that done. So. Always the same. Okay. So that's a bit of cash coming in. We should have about 20,000 going into the winter. We're a little way off the winter. Might have a little bit more cash than that. Certainly we're going to have no more crops. Training finished. Practical training in negotiation skills. Hoorah. Now what was it? I needed to do something else, didn't I? Get loan. Training in banking 1. 2,000. Okay, that's not too bad. We can stomach that cost. Now, I'm going to have to look at the terms of this loan very carefully. I don't want to get into a situation whereby we're paying... What? Thank you. What happened there? I don't want to get into the situation whereby we are paying way too much money. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to waste our cash. Certainly not. But I think it's important that we have the right equipment to do the job the right way. Okay, so the closest I can get to that is there. Kind of making this look like the... Thank you. Kind of making this look like the best location for the garage when that time comes. Right, wages are about to go out. Big question is, how much are we going to be left with? Because, as I say, the winter is coming, and we still have to pay these people. They're permanent employees, even if they're not doing very much over the winter. So we're going to have a bumper apple season next year. I'll probably tear this one up and make that into something else. But this is the cereal production area. I assume we're going to have a building here somewhere to accommodate all the stuff that we need to make cereal. I've never done it before. I have absolutely no idea how it's done. I haven't seen it done. I haven't watched anyone else do it. It's going to be a learning experience for me. I'm going to learn as I do it. Probably fail whilst I do it at the same time, but hey, as long as I'm learning, it's the important thing, right? You can't do maximum speed. Do you know what? I think this is skip the winter. That's what I think that is, and we can't afford to skip the winter because we have to sort these out. Very important. Why is that crop quality so low? I don't understand. When we've got a bit of cash, I'll probably strip these two out and do them again. Well, that one's got low soil fertility but maximum crop quality. Like they're back to front. Maybe they are. The game does have one or two issues. So we're going to definitely run out of sunflowers this year. Over the winter. It's not ideal. Not the end of the world either. Putting the fan on. It's getting jolly warm in here. Okay, lovely. Autofill, get rid of Michael and stick Ellen in. I guess we ought to think about getting rid of some of these people and replacing them with hard workers who give great yield. Because we've got 1 or 2 workers like... Well, Ernie's pretty good. He's the farm man. Arlo then, he doesn't really do much. He's just very strong. Hey, nice. We're now in a position where we can take a loan. That's pretty cool. Okay. So, let's have a look at employees. He's great. I think we'll... Let's just have a look at that new guy we took on. Molly Webb. Okay, so she's really good. But we need her to... Crikey, that got expensive quick, didn't it? Okay, so maybe that's the best way to do it then. She's really, really spot on. Mohammed Day. If I release Mohammed Day and then go and look at who we can hire, it might be nice to have a second tractor operator, so I'm going to take her on. And just see if there is anyone else here. That's for orchards. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Harley Yates. See who else we can get rid of here. Arlo. Thanks, buddy. But I don't know if you can teach them a second skill. If you can, I don't know how to do it, I'll be honest. Don't tell me it refreshes every time you do it. Does it? Arlo Yates, where did he go? I think it does, you know. Ah, Snicker bars. Interesting. 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 Do it one more time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does though. Pretty sure that's not the same people we just looked at. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to take on Eleanor. Because we're moving into the production line type thing, and I think she could be really good for that. So yeah, with that in mind, maybe I need to put a house over here. A third house. So we can just have the production team perhaps. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to need to do. Right, we are literally in the winter. Should have sacked him, shouldn't I? That's an expensive payout, but I think it'll give us a better yield off the strawberries. Like I say, I do want to think about maybe making strawberry jam. I guess with the tomatoes we could make tomato sauce. Or is that tomato puree? Or even just tomatoes. Lots of opportunities. So next year I think we'll probably look to get a fourth one down. Maybe another tomato, maybe a strawberry. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably have to focus on these fields here first so that we can progress to the next level, as it were, or the next chapter in the story. But for now, we're in the winter and not much is going to happen. So yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy. I don't know, maybe I'll put a bit of music over this bit for you, or shall I skip it out? We'll find out at editing. I might even forget to do it completely, because I am incredibly busy. You have no idea how busy I am. Sometimes I just completely forget what I plan to do with a video when I come to edit it. I might not get to edit this for like a week or 2 weeks, and then I'll have forgotten all about what I've just said. Hugo James, huh? So maybe I'll have one tractor team house, one greenhouse house, and one production house. That's not a bad idea, is it? I've definitely had worse ideas. I wonder if I can get a garage on there. I'm not sure if that's a big enough spot, but if I can get a garage on there, I think I might do that. If I have to take that road out, perhaps. It's possible it will fit, and they can come around this way. That'll work. Turn this into a bit of a patioed area. Yeah, I like the idea. But the temperatures are too low, we know. We know. I'd just like to say on this rather momentous occasion, thank you to Dr. Ian Malcolm, who has just sent me, with no expense spared, the Jurassic World Evolution Herbivore Dinosaur Pack. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. That was very cool of you. And speaking of cool, in 3 days we're going to have some strawberries. I think we're going to get to harvest the strawberries another 2 or 3 times, and maybe the tomatoes one more time before the end of Christmas, before the end of winter I should say. Since Christmas has already been and gone. 29th of January. There's a hell of a lot of snow, isn't there, in this area? Wish it was like this where I lived. I'd love that. By which I mean snowing all the time and owning my own farm. How fantastic would that be? Would never have to pay for another copy of Farm Sim. Although I bet you, a huge number of real life farmers play Farm Sim. Crazy, right? Maybe not the farmers who own their own farms, but the farmers who work for other farmers. Yeah, they probably do. Okay. Wow. Oh, I thought we were in debt then. Had a little mini panic. Yeah, looks like we've actually made quite a decent profit over the winter this year. Adding the extra strawberries has definitely helped us out. I think we're going to have about 40-50,000 coming into next year. We may not need to take that loan. Let's go have a look at the loan. So we can get 50,000 with 6 installments at 20% interest. That is a lot of interest. That is a lot of money. How many zeros is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. So $1 million. So we could hire. No, we can't. This is the most we can take. 200,000 for 2 years at 10% interest. I'm tempted and also a little bit nervous because we're doing the missions. The game might say, now take a loan and do this, and then we'll have to take out a second loan. Oh dear. Daughter's back from karate and they're arguing already. Haven't even got in the door yet. Lucky me. Alright, I'm going to have to go sort this out. I'll be back in a mo. Okay, I'm semi-back. If you hear any screaming and shouting in the background, it's just normal. Just ignore it. It's not a big deal. It's an everyday thing. Okay, 6 days left for the strawberries. Let's bang up the old timer thing. And hopefully... I mean, look at this, 33,000 in the bank. That's pretty darn good. For us, that's really good. Remember how long it took to get 60,000 for this bloody thing? Wow. If we can sort of pull in 40,000 over the winter, imagine what we can do in the summer if I pull the finger out of my backside and actually manage to get something to work here. So yes, I'm contemplating a loan. 200,000, 24 months at a rate of 10%. That's 20 grand. I mean, we could definitely do it. And it would unlock lots of opportunities for us. Let's have a look-see here. How much is that garage? See, 20,000. A brick garage for medium agricultural machinery. It has 3 medium parking spaces and it costs us £30 a month to have it. I don't think it is going to fit in that spot, is it? Well, if I take... Do you know what? If I take the road out, it actually might. I was talking about taking the road out, wasn't I? It actually might do it. Will I be able to get 4 of those next to it? That's the question. That's the question I have to ask myself. Oh, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It almost does. I mean, it very, very nearly does. Okay, well... That's not a terrible spot, is it? I kind of feel like maybe more centralised is good. Not sure. If I have it to one side though, I could put things next to it, couldn't I? Maybe a little shed next to it. Really tempting. How much is that? 24,000 is it? 28,000. We've got the money. I mean, we have got the money. The thing is though, we won't have enough money to get a second tractor. So any which way we do this, we will have to get a loan. And if we get a loan, it sort of makes sense to get a second tractor, doesn't it? Especially now that we have an employee who's well suited to driving a tractor. Decisions. Okay, we do need it, don't we? We do need it. If I put it there, I think Do you know, I think I could get 2 in. I like that idea even more. Okay, we're going to do it. 13,000 is our sort of happy place. We spend a lot of our time around about 12, 13,000 in the bank. So that's okay. Let's get that road put back in for no other reason than aesthetics. How much can we pick up a second-hand tractor for? Ooh, 50,000, good condition. Orchard tractor for 30. Self-loading trailer for 5.5. Oh man, I want that big time. Let's get it now. It's effectively scrap. Oh, it's extra large. Oh no, that's okay. We can buy that. Oh, don't be so ridiculous. There we go. See? Fixed it. Please still be there. There it is. Good. Nice. Okay, now we really are short of cash. But we've got our loader back, which means we can do the grass entirely by tractor. So all we need now, really, oops, is to harvest these tomatoes, obviously. Get Michael Patel out the way. Nearly said Michael Portillo then. Yeah, and then a second tractor would be great. We also need to get a cultivator. Have a look, see if there's any used cultivators. Oh, there is. 2,000. And I want that tractor. So maybe we take a loan for 50,000 just for the tractor. Six installments, 20%. Okay, I've done it. I've done it. I've only gone and done it. I've taken it. And we're good to go. So let's get that tractor in. Oh wow, new, it's only 54,000. There we go. Oh, just in time, look at that, it's all changed back to green. We're not out of the winter yet, but we are very much prepared. We're actually in debt, that's quite scary. That's the first time that's happened. 877 in debt. And there's the tomato harvest. Well, hopefully we'll get rid of those tomatoes pretty quick. And then maybe we can start doing this. So we can't do anything yet because it's still in winter. As soon as we come out of the winter, we'll get all 5 of these prepped and ready. We've got everything we need. And probably the grass and stuff will start happening. Obviously we need, well, I say we need this stuff for the chickens, but we've got loads. We've probably got enough to see us through to next year. Maybe the sunflowers. Maybe I should focus my time on the sunflowers a little bit. But yeah, I'm quite excited. I'd be more excited if we weren't in debt. Let me just agree to that. But yeah, we've got some equipment. We've got some cool equipment now. Look at that. I mean, I know we're poor and we're buying scrap, nasty old crappy stuff. Do you know what? I do like the detail they've put on this game. It might not have a AAA polish, but they have done a really good job. There is a lot of detail in this. I like it. I really like this game. I hope you guys do too. I hope I'm not just wasting my time. Well, not wasting my time because I'm enjoying playing it, but uploading it to YouTube might be a total waste of everybody's time if nobody likes the game. I might be the only person who does like the game. It's got a mixed review on Steam and I can kind of understand it. We've gone back to snow again, I've noticed. Still flicking through the winter as quickly as possible. I really like the game. I give the game a big fat thumbs up. Even with all the little problems and quirks and issues that it has. I hope I can fit a second one there. Looks a bit tight now. I could take that road out, but that would mean knocking that down. I could take that road out, I suppose. That's an option. Okay. Do you see how it's gone dark? Just frustrates me that they so completely could have put a night-day cycle in. I mean, this is almost nighttime, isn't it? Just do exactly what you did there again, and I'd say it would be pitch black out here. So the cows are out. We're still in the winter. Can I do anything to the field yet? No. Not yet. Not yet, I can't. We've got two tractors, two tractor drivers. We have a plough, we have a cultivator, we have a seeder, we have a manure spreader. We have very little silage, which is interesting. We've run out of silage again. We have quite a bit of straw, which is interesting. I think that straw's been there since the start, so it's about 3 years old. Effa Shepherd would like to go through endurance training. I think the first training is free, isn't it? Let me just get this in. We'll have a look. Who is it? Effa Shepherd. Or Aoife. Because Effa just doesn't sound right. Yeah, it's free, so no problem. There we go. Bit of endurance training for her. Totally free for us. Can't be bad. Okay, we are coming out of the winter and it is going to basically be 100 miles an hour from this point in. So prepare yourselves. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to wrap it up here, guys, and say thank you very much for watching. That's going to annoy you, I know, I'm sorry. But from this point on, I'm going to do a complete season. So from spring right round through to the end of winter. Well, at least that's the plan. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, take good care of yourselves. And goodbye for now.